I'm on my last day of the holiday. This will be my final angling session from Rhyl. So far I've been in the harbour, so more into the river if you like, but I've dropped right down to the estuary mouth now, so you've got the open ocean in front of you. So a case of from the river to the sea. But will the angling gods be kind to me? We shall see. Just a short one. I've got some bait left over and I certainly don't want to throw it away or just give it to the gulls. So I've put it on a hook and cast out. I'm always confident, and I have had some nice flounders from right at the very end of the river estuary when it joins the sea itself in the past, as well as whiting, cod, rockling, etc. It is a day though. That's always a factor that I take into consideration when I look at my expectation levels. If I can catch though, I'll certainly be over the moon, and a flounder would be very nice indeed, especially as I've caught rockling and whiting so far this week. At least I'm not a blanker. You can see the ocean behind me. There's Rhyl on the other side. That was a great knock as well. Struck into it, and not particularly a big fish, but a very welcome one indeed. Anything else now is the icing on the cake, a real bonus. There's my rig. Let's take a closer look. Working from the lead at the bottom. It's a free running lead there. That's 4 ounces. And then just above that, I've got my first snood. It's an Aberdeen pattern hook there. You can see your hands get really dirty, especially when you're sea fishing with the lugworm in particular. And that worm is threaded along the hook. That's always important. You don't just hook it on the end, but you thread it through the hook. The hook threads through the worm, should I say, to be more precise. Then a second one. Then you've got the swivel. That's the end of the trace, and then that connects to the line above it. As I so often say, very simple approach, but it works. I make my own rigs as well. A whiting. Like all the others, this one's going back to its watery home. In this instance, the Irish Sea. Plenty of these coming out. They are prolific in this particular area, and they do nip as well. This one's wrapped itself around me, doesn't want to let go, but I'm going to prise it free and also return this one to its watery home. A better view of the setup there as it hangs. There's the lead, and the bottom worm is on the bed of the ocean, and then that one is wafting enticingly in the open water. One up, one down. Another whiting, quite a decent fish, and that's the way you want to hook them as well. Another whiting bites the dust. I've actually lost count of how many I've caught. As always, don't show every fish to the camera. That's the smallest one. But again, how you want to hook them. You don't need the disgorger or the forceps. That's the ideal scenario anyway. I'll certainly show these because